Travato K or Travato G. It is an endless discussion and contention point between Travato owners, and today we're gonna duke it out.
Staying on the path that I've chosen, straight up, come my way and I'll see you at the top. 'Cause something's gonna happen in this story, and I can feel it coming like the rising of the sun.
So welcome to Hunting Island State Park in South Carolina. We were invited really kind of last minute to join up with our friends Jen and Deas Nealy, who we met many years ago on the road when they were kind of full-time RVers and we were full-time RVers and not splitting our time. And last year they decided to buy a Travato KL, and we now of course now have a GL, and both of ours are about the same age. So we thought it would be kind of fun just to discuss why we each went with G versus K.
We are Jen and Deas Nealy, and we were full-time RVers from 2013 to 18 in a 35-foot Class A RV, and then we stopped full-timing in 2018. And last year, in 2020, we realized we were just not using our big old RV that was in storage. We wanted something much smaller that we could take out for last-minute spontaneous trips and have more options about where to stay. So we traded in our Tiffin for the Travato.
So I'm Cherie.
And I'm Chris.
And we're Technomadia, the host of this channel. And we've been full-time RVers starting in 2006.
And we've done vintage bus, we've done tiny little travel trailers, we've done fiberglass eggs, and now, well, as one of our RVs is a Travato GL.
So we currently have 3 nomadic vessels. We have a boat that we use for cruising the East Coast. We have a vintage bus that we keep out in Arizona. And we went with the Travato to be kind of the shuttlecraft between the two and for doing side trips and be our daily driver.
Like this trip up to South Carolina for the state park. And wow, we have quite a fleet now, don't we? But
we do have a fleet. But it works.
Yes.
It works for us.
And it's given us a lot of experience with different types of RVs and now van life.
So we have the K layout, which has the bathroom in the back, and then it has 2 twin beds in the middle that can be made up into one big bed, and then the kitchen up front behind the 2 seats.
The G layout, you enter in through the sliding door and you have the kitchen off to your left, and to your right you have the salon, which has the 2 seats spun around with a table, a dinette, and an ottoman seat, so you can comfortably seat 5 people. And
Even more.
And then in the back you have a corner bed and a bathroom in the back, and the kitchen is all in the center.
Yeah. And the bed is actually a Murphy bed that folds up, so when you don't need the bed, it becomes a cargo van in the back.
Well, I'm 6'5", so I'm very tall, and the G just does not provide enough room for me. The K has a longer bed on the passenger side, and it also has a way we can put it together for the dogs. The other thing is, Jen, she just doesn't really snuggle that much, and I think that the G's a snuggle bed. And if we don't want to snuggle, I don't have to put the beds together.
We do not want to snuggle. I do not want to snuggle.
They really do love each other.
Yeah. Occasional snuggle.
The main reason we selected the G was exactly because of that floor plan. We really knew that we wanted to have a separate workspace and sleeping space and not have to convert to work mode every day, and we've been there, done that, never want to do that again. So having separate areas for sleeping and working, but still in a van that could fit into a regular parking spot, was our primary goal in shopping for the G.
The only Travato really that we had seen before we looked at them was Chris and Cherie's, the G floor plan, which honestly I think is a better floor plan. The beds were just the deal breaker for us on the G. We really love the fact that the G has the little dinette seating area. It just seems a little bit more spacious, but the sleeping is very, very important to us, and there was just no way we were going to be comfortable in the G bed. So,
right. And the G's shower situation, I actually prefer that better, with the exception of having to have the grinder pump, which we don't. Okay, we can just drain it.
I actually really like the fact that our bath is in the back of it. I mean, the shower, you can just open both the back doors to get to our bathroom. It makes it super easy to clean it out. It's very spacious. So I actually
open in the back. In boondocking, you can actually leave the bathroom open for your pleasure outside.
For your pleasure.
For my pleasure.
Maybe not anybody who sees you.
Well, that's because it's boondocking and there's nobody here.
Yeah.
So we did not even consider the K layout. The first time we saw it, we knew it was not for us. We are snugglers. We do not like the option of having separate beds, and we're also lazy. We did not want to have to convert to get a king-size bed and then have the bathroom blocked by the bed layout.
Right.
We also really, really wanted that separate workspace that we could keep a laptop set up or have our monitor come down and have the other person be able to be in the back, either working on a laptop or taking a nap or watching something. So having those separate spaces was what drew us to the G layout, and there's just no other RV in the U.S. market like it in the van.
Right, so we were drawn to the layout and then found the Travato, as opposed to deciding a Travato and trying to pick between K and L. But K was never on the table.
I really like the layout. The only thing I really don't like is it's just small. We went from a 35-foot motorhome to this 21-foot van, and it is small. And we love it because we can go so many places, and we can get into a lot of different campsites that we couldn't. But we cannot do anything at the same time in that van. If one of us is cooking or cleaning, the other person has to sit down, out of the way, or go outside. Otherwise, we are just constantly bumping into each other, tripping over the dogs, kicking over the water bowl. It is very, very, very small. I don't think that we would have been able to handle it had we not had a background in RVing and being used to living in a small space. But that's my only complaint, is how small it is.
And I think that I've had a couple of trips where I needed to run in by myself, and I just took our dog Jake. A single person in both of these, it's like the perfect dream vehicle, because you can visit people's homes, you can go to state parks. It's just enough for you. Only one person's filling up the tanks. The tanks on probably both of these with the lithium, they compromise the size a little bit to have these batteries, so you have to be a little bit careful with your usage. But a single person, it's a dream, I would say. Two of us, you have to be very compromising, which we are sometimes.
You have to be able to get along well.
Yeah, we're sometimes
which we are. Okay.
Sometimes.
As far as layout goes, it's almost perfect for what I would want in a van. There's always little details. We've done some prior videos on some of the nits and picks and stuff we have with the G, but as far as the overall G floor plan layout, we love it. We're kind of concerned that in the 2022 Travato G, they got rid of almost everything we love about the front dinette area, workspace area, with a new tiny table and no more ottoman. And so we're really concerned that the G is no longer the G we love going forward, 2022 on up.
But as far as the G layout, we love it. Other than it just, it's a van. It's got some small places. You do have to be patient, crossing and moving back and forth. Sometimes he might be standing in the kitchen reading his iPhone, and I want to go take a poop or something, and I need to get him out of the way.
We learn how to dance. You get to shove. There's just enough spots that you could always just move to the side when a person slips by, and you learn this little routine. It is a dance.
So I have a really awesome job. I work for this great company called the Mobile Internet Resource Center for this great couple named Chris and Cherie. You may have heard of them.
Did not pay her to say that.
So I am working on this trip. I have a Mac Mini, and I bring the Mini with me, and I am able to connect it to the TV in the van through the HDMI cord. I can spin the TV around, and then I sit in the passenger seat, and I just have a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and it's awesome. It works out really well.
As long as you keep these out.
As long as my husband does not talk to me all day long.
Right. And occasionally I do need to grab a beer for the afternoon, and then the refrigerator is right in front of the screen, so it can create
and walking back and forth in front of the TV.
So we both work remotely running the Mobile Internet Resource Center, and we need to have two places where we can set up. And the G layout gives us that option. So one of us might be in the front driver's seat, turned around, working on the table. We have done the arm for the TV to come down to be a workstation. We can fold out or spin out the table, and a second person can actually work from there on that and have two desk space at that dinette. Or one of us will go back and go into the bed, prop a laptop up on a pillow for a while and use that as a table, or do it as use the bed as a standing table.
Yeah, because the bed is high, it actually works out really nicely as a standing table. And so just kind of having that variety of workspaces inside worked out even better than we possibly imagined. So much flexibility in this van.
So overall, G works for us. We create these videos just for fun, and we love having you along for the ride. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, or if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.